Alright guys, this is Albert Liu, your pose method running technique specialist here to help out with your running technique. When you are doing your running during the schedule, make sure three things when you are running. You're always trying to get to the certain running pose here. This is what this is. Right now, my knee is bent on the support leg. My up foot is right underneath my hips. My body's completely aligned. I'm standing straight up, essentially. And your goal is try to get from this position, this pose, to this pose when you're running. All right? It's the same thing in a way of teaching a push-up. If I can teach you to do a push-up from here to here, back to here, it's the same way when you're running. Here, here. So that's the number one goal, trying to get to this pose here. Second goal here is to fall. You want to let gravity do all the work. You shouldn't be doing any other extra work when you're running. So this cool drill here, come on over, helps you experience what falling or using gravity is like. So I'm going to have a post or a tree or a wall. I'm going to fall into it and catch myself and feel what my body weight is doing when I'm moving, right? So here I'm not using any other muscles to let myself fall. Once you get a couple of those down, then send yourself out onto a run from here and just start pulling your feet off the ground, right? Trying to get to that pose. So what I just said was pull, right? So when we're running, third piece here is to pull your feet off the ground. We're trying to pull up to the same pose we just talked about, the first point, right? Imagine there's a line, if you can kind of visualize this, a line from my butt down to my foot. I'm pulling on that line, right? And basically how fast you go determines how high you pull. The slower you run, maybe that pull is gonna be lower. If you're going to sprint, let's say at the end of that 2-mile run, then it's going to be maybe up there at the end. Because you're going to have to make up for how much falling you're going to have when you run. Okay, so those 3 points, making sure you're getting to the pose, you're falling when you're running, right? And you're pulling your feet off the ground when you run. So when you are applying these in the actual run training during a week, those weeks, take it as far as you can execute these skills here, right? Execute the technique. If you find out you're going to run a 400, you only run well like that for only 200 meters, and after the 200 meters, shut it down, slow down, stop, reset, keep walking, get your mind right until you can execute again well. So that'll help you, allow you to build your skills over time better instead of having to just go slog it out after the first 400 and execute poor technique, right? We're trying to learn better here and do it better. Same thing applies when you're shooting or typing or writing or playing a musical instrument, right? We learn the basics, we build on over time, doing it well, and not really reinforcing bad habits. Okay, so again, pose, fall, pull, and then take your time with the running training here. You can scale it down to manageable levels prior to building on over time. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know, reach out to us, and I'll see you soon.